What is good, chat? We back with another video. It's been a little minute, but today we about to react to it's a Theo Vaughn and Cat Williams interview, and then this it's like it was a big clip, a big podcast, but I'm glad that they segmented off into like parts, and this one will be about the dark side, Illuminati, or like the things that goes on behind closed door with Hollywood and all the celebrities that's there. So let's get right into the video.
You had a lot of last year. It seemed like you had a lot of predictions last year. You kind of became this oracle last year. Did you feel that? That people came to you, you almost became kind of like this.
Chat, just to put it in the air. I think Cat Williams might have the most knowledge about what goes on behind closed doors in Hollywood, and I'm surprised like that. God forbid, knock on wood, that nothing ain't like the government ain't try to do nothing bad to him since he been spilling all this stuff for the past years. Cause I see clips all the time with him like telling us about like what goes on with Hollywood and all this crazy stuff that happened.
uh,
I'm low
like
key
a little bit of
glad
like a crystal
that
ball,
he's still here, still able
Mm.
to tell us.
Um, I'm honored to get to say the things that I say when I'm saying them, and because you know that I operate from a positive first standpoint in all things, like I assume that it's going to work out for the best, and I understand that if it is for the worst, then I'm prepared to handle that as well. But yeah, it was something.
did you start to worry any about your own safety and stuff? Because it seemed like
See, chat, this the part right here. Theo Von asked the good questions because that is always something like when I'm a big conspiracy guy. I watch all of the stuff about conspiracies, and I watch stuff about the Hollywood people and how like when they speak out, when they say certain stuff, they get followed, and some of them even go as far as to get unalived. So like I'll really be looking into it. So I'm glad he just asked this question. I'm curious to see what he about to say.
you really had some moments where you're kind of, almost channeling truths into the world. And some people don't like that. Some people don't want to. I mean, the dark side of things doesn't really probably enjoy that.
Well, what it was that
And
I
in chat, hold on, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but and the way he answered these questions, he's just so thoughtful. Like before he say something, he gonna think about it. He gonna put it into the best words to protect himself. I feel like in a way, so that's probably a reason why he ain't gotten like nothing happened to him because he know how to say like he know how to word stuff, and put stuff in certain meanings in certain ways.
was attempting to do was impossible. So before I do this interview, there is no Illuminati. It's just a joke. It's just something that crazy people talk about. There's no such thing as our side and God's
Yo,
side. None of that is even real. I gotta come and make it real. I have to come and say, no, 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 no. Everybody's not the same. There so that's why when I said that, nobody came out and went, that's not true. I'm on God's side. Like none of them. I'm just the conversation was to show that there are spiritual things going on in the world and
Yeah.
that there are things that are bigger than just coincidence, and that a ritual is something that you do over and over and over again a certain way. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If part of the ritual is wearing a dress, then we should be able to look through entertainment and see all of these people being made to wear a dress. That's what a ritual is. You know what I mean? Like whether they're white or black, that doesn't matter. There's there's not other jobs where this is a requirement.
Yeah.
Why is this so necessary?
Yeah, you don't see the dog catcher show up every other year
Like it's not a thing.
in a nice skirt, or you don't see an electrician
Right.
come
So
up in a blouse every now and then.
right. I'm saying a lot of people that doubt what you say don't read and they haven't been readers. You know what I mean? Like books were my life literally. I thought that I could learn enough information to be an important person. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like in Hollywood that there are, I've heard you kind of allude to the fact that there's like kind of darker forces that kind of like, you know, that present opportunities to people in trade off, right? In trade for their own, maybe their own peace, maybe their own reality, maybe a sacrifice of the actual direction that they want. Do you think that really happens, that kind of stuff?
I'm gonna just say, chat. I think it happens. I think it do because so many people that has been like known A-list celebrities or whatever you want to call it, so many of people have spoken out about sacrifices, whether it's been like in code to where they like, oh, I sacrificed this for this, and sacrifice is something that they present you with, like, okay, you give me this and I'll give you this, or it's this for a lifetime of this and stuff like that. I think that do happen. I'll say it do happen, yeah. Oh my God, he's thinking about the response. He is so
I think
dull.
everything is controlled and regulated. Hmm.
You think there's ever ways where we can get to the control room and see who's controlling, or you think that's all?
We're past that. We're past that. But we don't protect the whistleblower, right? Um, we don't honor the scout that would tell us who it is. Matter of fact, when they get him, we're going to go, oh, I could have told you that was going to happen. They're telling too much truth.
Do you think Hollywood has a lot of things that they like hold against people, Like I had a theory that,
A lot of this is human nature.
right, so it's not even Hollywood, it's just human nature.
It starts as human nature.
Right.
Like I'm saying, these things that I'm saying in Hollywood exist in religious circles, in politics, in the medical profession, and like,
He just putting it out there, chat.
yeah,
All
In any
these,
circle of
bro,
business,
I'm
really.
telling you,
yeah.
something going on with this world, chat.
They had a big bust with Puff Daddy where he got arrested. And then they've had like accusations and stuff. He hasn't gone on trial, I don't think yet. But do you think that there's been speculation that they did that because the timing of that was they wanted to like use other people that have allegedly been involved in some of his circles they wanted to kind of use like, okay, you could be next unless you help this political plan. Do you think that's at all possible?
That's how all cases are handled,
Yeah.
right? So what am I saying? I'm saying if it's car theft and we're going to accuse you of having a carjacking ring, right? We're going to begin by bringing in people that we caught who were robbing cars, who said that you was the boss. They're first in line. And then we're going to bring in victims, the people whose cars you stole and said, yeah, that was him. That's how they build a case. So none of that should be shocking.
This man,
You don't
Cat
put it
Williams,
past
is
It's part
chat.
of
He is tough.
what an investigation is.
But do you feel like they would say to someone, okay, we're going to bring you in unless.
Absolutely. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like
It's a
in the
bribe.
rap world, like all of the rappers that you know that never been to jail and never
Snitched or bribed or told something.
got
Did
in
an
any trouble
exchange.
with the law, but they talk as if their life is opposite of that. Like those are federal informants. Like, you know.
You think they're really out there?
Yo, that man Cat Williams just
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
He is
That's
talking.
part of the job is to acquire those. It's like saying, you know, if you're playing chess, do you have any pawns? You have to, don't you? You
Yeah.
can't start
That's
without
smart.
them.
That is smart.
Right.
Wow.
That is smart.
Right.
Good way to
Man,
put
so
that.
how do you know who is? That's part of the game, huh? You don't know.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, it kind of makes it exciting too when you think about it.
It can be exciting and depressing. Mm-hmm. This thing does not happen in yearly cycles. Like it's not a every 12 months thing. It's not how it works. So the age of truth is not 1 year. It's the beginning of people having more of a thirst for what is true than an appetite for lies. So if you sell lies, it's a harder road for you. If you have truths to tell, people are hungry for that, and they'll pay you handsomely to hear the truth. Wasn't always that way. It's that way right now in real time. Whatever that means to you, that's the
He
battle
got a
that's
great way
going
to
on.
put whatever that means to you, chat. That yo, he is talking,
It's
bro.
people
Yo,
who
this man Cat Williams is
profit
so
from
he is
the
smart, bro.
manipulation of others by getting you to believe something that's not the case. And that's how they make their living. And it is now a difficult time for those entities.
Do you think that there is actual cloning
Wait,
going?
I know I can't believe these men is smoking cigarettes, bro. Like when I watched the whole podcast when he asked for these cigarettes, I died. I'm not gonna lie, that was funny, hilarious. I cannot believe they smoking cigarettes right now.
On?
We know that there's actual cloning going on. The question I believe you're asking is human cloning.
Oh, yes, sir.
But let's start with the real question. The real question is cloning going on?
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
absolutely,
I knew it.
Yeah. Well, I'm
absolutely.
saying, let's just say animal cloning.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Let's start there. That's not a myth or
No, that's been known.
that's not a conspiracy theory that we are at the point where we have no problem cloning animals. If you lose a pet, you can send away to these companies and they will.
They'll fucking remix that bitch and send it back.
Right.
Yeah.
That's close
Yo, that is
proximity as
crazy
you
to
can
think about. I
imagine.
swear that's crazy
Right?
to think
That
about. I don't
we
think I would
know
want that.
is possible. Okay. So now, if
Through Viagen Pets right there.
so,
Dog cloning, yeah, imagine. Just opportunity of dog owners open the window for extending a relationship with the beloved. Dogs are unique and yeah.
that's in the animal world. So now in the human world, we know that there are multiple surgeries that we know we can replace this with that. All the way up to what's our last achievement? Is it heart? The guy passed away with a pig heart, but it worked for, I'm saying.
Let me see that. Bring up that pig-hearted guy. Right there.
Yeah. Two people have received a
Genetically modified pig heart transplant. David Bennett and Lawrence Fawcett. Both were performed in Maryland.
That's insane to think about. I can get a heart from an animal and still live. That's crazy.
There's not
The evidence
No
is there.
way. You
very
can take a
much
pig off
left
somebody's farm, give me
on
their heart,
what
and I
it
can
would
walk
take
out
as
the
far as
hospital room
abilities go.
3 days after my surgery with a
so
pig's heart in
Do you
my
think
chest.
there's any artists now that you think are not the same artists that we thought they were?
If we're only speaking of biology, I've heard that a man's G spot is in his anal passage.
Wait.
Life without it.
Do you think there's any artists now that you think are not the same artists that we thought they were?
If we're only speaking of biology, I've heard that a man's G spot is in his anal passage, which means I'm gonna go my whole life.
Chat, he's smart. Chat, Cat Williams might be the smartest man I know. Oh my God, chat. Listen. Let me put y'all down what he just said. If you if you like hear any celebrity or hear most celebrities that was supposed to be famous that's not famous for a certain amount of reasons, most of them say, "Oh, it's because I wasn't gonna do this or do that. I wasn't gonna bend over. I wasn't gonna." Oh my God, this man Cat Williams is amazing. He knows that to get to a certain level or to continue being a certain amount of fame and all of this, you have to. They call it bend over. I'm gonna just say bend over. And he didn't do it, and that basically is what he's saying, that you have to be able to. He is smart. He is
Without
smart.
ever experiencing it.
Yeah.
That's tough.
By the same token, everybody is a reflection of what they got to go through to get to where they at, right? And I just know that the people that have been in positions where they decided to do some stuff that they said they weren't going to do, they don't be the same on the other side. Nothing they can do can make them seem like what you remember them as.
Have you
I
ever
call it spiritual because I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
have you ever faced that in your own life where people try to come at you for offers like that? Do you think that like stars and
Oh, he's about to answer right here,
get
chat.
offered that kind of thing? Like to compromise themselves sexually for entertainment?
Again, the things that we are discussing exist in each of the fields.
Right. Any field.
Right, right.
That's
Not
crazy.
entertainment exclusively, politics, religion, science, everywhere, right? Some of this is human nature.
Right.
Damn, that's new to me, chat. I didn't know that.
Because we listen and we don't judge.
Were there things that you didn't take in your career that you feel like were like are there things to look out for, do you feel like
There wasn't for me because I knew I wasn't going to take it, but I did want to get offered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And most of the stuff I wouldn't have believed until I had to get to a certain level to get to see the proof. You know what I mean? So I was as shocked
just
as
said that.
anybody about
I literally just said that.
how powerful Harvey Weinstein was at the time that I was meeting with him, and how he could not be told no. That he get whatever he want. You follow what I'm saying?
they'll figure out some way.
Right. So I thought that didn't apply to me because I don't care about nothing but bitches and good business, right? Yeah. And then he offered me 2 actresses like they was playing cards. Damn. And I was like, what?
Like he just jumped to the head like
he was like, I know you.
Damn.
Right. Like, what?
Some aces. Damn.
No, my personal aces.
Yeah. Did you think about it?
Look, I'm not. In these scary situations, crazy, I don't even leave it up to me. Like, I'm going to do what the superhero would do.
That is
in
insane.
This part of the movie, regardless, and deal with what happens after. Yeah. Just because it's a
Great
story,
guy.
and I know it's a story.
Right.
It's my
Great
story.
guy.
You know what I mean? So I can't.
That's a good way to think about things in
Great
general.
guy.
Yeah.
What would the superhero do right now?
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm saying, I read about Jesus getting to the mountaintop and the devil saying you can have all of this, and him saying you don't have anything to offer me. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I got to look up to. So I'm going to follow suit in the best version I can,
Amen.
regardless of
That is tough. That is tough.
anything else.
Do you think? Oh, some people think that guys like Martin Luther King were compromised by the CIA. Do you ever believe stuff like that?
Yep. That's what I believe.
Well, this kind of
You speak
goes
too
back
much truth,
to
Like, there's a lot of conspiracy theory stuff about that. You
you're
know?
done. You're
uh,
done.
somebody says it's a conspiracy, but that doesn't make it the case.
Agreed.
In both of these cases that we've had these conversations, we are talking about the FBI and the CIA. So, what do you think they do? So maybe we're unclear about what we think these agencies do. So now the question becomes, hey, do you think they be doing their job? I do.
In so
I
many
do
words,
think they be
chat. He
doing
just
their job.
subliminally
You mean
said
all through
yes.
history?
Like, come on, bruh.
Yes.
This
Yes, I
man's
think
smart,
they keep
bruh.
on doing their job. You think they get everybody? I think they get everybody.
Yeah, that man,
So
he's smart,
again,
bro.
not conspiracy theory at all. I'm saying the only way that there could be a FBI file for us to be able to get 30 years after his death is if there's an FBI file, correct?
Right.
Right.
Damn, bro. Nobody could trust anybody. And that's the scary part to me sometimes.
The Bible said, do not put your trust in men. It's pretty specific.
Chat. W video. Um, as y'all can see, Cat Williams has knowledge. That man is smart, intelligent, bro. He just knows what he's talking about, chat. And in so many ways, he put so many subliminal like yeses and and questions and answers in the air for you to just think about, not even just solidify one thing because he doesn't want it to be attached to his name, but it's like that man is smart, and just to say like, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Uh, let me know what else I should react to again, like um funny things, anything like this, conspiracy, the murder stuff, whatever you wanna, whatever y'all feeling like, we can get to it. So, appreciate y'all for coming through. We out, chat.